Hi guys, this is Joska here with Lavish Locs Hair Company, and today we are busting through those wig myths. Have you ever heard someone tell you a horrendous story about a wig going wrong, whether it's falling out or taking out those edges? Well, keep watching this video because I am going to bust through all of those wig myths. Okay guys, so the first myth we're going to talk about is, do wigs fall off, or this wig is going to fall off my head? No, that is so not true. Regardless of how you choose to wear your wig, whether you choose to use an adhesive or a wig grip, your wig will not fall off your head. Now, if you get into a bar fight, I don't know. I can't tell you about that, but I do know that this wig will not fall off your head if applied correctly. So there's a lot of ways that you can get your wig to stay on your head. Like I mentioned before, you can use adhesives. So some of my top adhesives that I love to use, my number one is Kiss Almighty. It's a new lace glue out there, and it is the truth. I love the bold hold tape, love, and I love the Ghost Bond, right? I love the Supreme one. So those are gonna work phenomenal in any type of climate, any type of like situation you might get into. If you're at a party, you're dancing, you get to sweating, your wig's gonna be in place, girl, right? Also, there's other things that you can do, like you can use the Gossipy spray, the Gossipy gel, the new ORS gel and spray. Those are like tip holes, but it shouldn't make your wig fall off your head. The other thing that you can use are hair grips or wig grips. You can use a velour head grip or a silicone, a silicone wig grip. So basically it's just a elastic band or a piece of cloth, and you probably already seen these, that you place around the perimeter of your head, and then on top of that, you put your wig on. So those are gonna be a couple of things that will prevent your wig from falling off. Also, the other thing that you wanna make sure that you do is to get a proper fit. Because if your wig is fitting properly, it shouldn't be like sloshing and moving anywhere. If it's fitted properly, it should not go anywhere. The last thing that you want to think about is the kind of cap construction you have. Most wigs nowadays have an elastic band in the back with hooks, and it also comes with 4 combs. Probably 2 on the side, 1 at the crown, and 1 at the nape of the neck. And those things you can use to secure your wig in place. The other thing you can do is you can sew that bad boy down if you are afraid that she's gonna come off. So to answer your question and to bust through this myth, no, your wig will not fall off. Myth number 2, wigs will take out your edges or accelerate your hair loss process. That is a no bueno. No, that is not true. Now, I say it's not true, but it depends on how you apply it and how you take it off. So if you are applying a wig improperly, yes, it will take your edges off. Yes, it will accelerate your hair loss. But if you are taking it off like the glue saying you should do it, and you're not like tugging at your real hair, and if you're taking care of your real hair, you should not lose any of your hair. Do not neglect your real hair because you have a wig on. That is rule of thumb, and that will prevent you from having any hair loss. The other thing that I would suggest, if you wear a wig because you suffer from hair loss, if you don't know the root to why you are losing hair, I highly suggest that you go and figure it out. Go talk to a cosmetologist, go talk to a trichologist, go talk to a dermatologist to understand why you are losing your hair. It is very key to understand what's going on in your body, what's going on in your head, to figure out why you are losing your hair, right? So if you just are like tossing a wig on and just like your hair keeps falling out and you don't know, it's not the wig. It's not the wig that's taking your hair out. It's something maybe internally or emotionally or physically or mentally that is causing you to lose your hair. So my suggestion is to first do that. Now you can wear a wig while you're in transition, but you definitely want to make sure that you understand that the wig is not the cause. It's just the temporary fix to figure out what is going on with your body. And then also, if you continue to nourish your natural hair underneath, you should not experience any further hair loss, or you should not lose your edges, right? And like I said, Prior to, you could wear a velour hair grip, which protects your edges from the friction that rubs sometimes underneath the wig. And so a lot of people will tell you to wear a wig cap because the wig cap protects your hair from the friction that sometimes a wig might cause. So with proper use, no, it's not gonna take out your edges or accelerate your hair loss process. The third myth is, are wigs hot and itchy? No, right? There are a lot of products out there that will prevent your head from itching while wearing a wig. Most of the time when people wear wigs and they complain that their wig is itchy, it's because their hair is dirty underneath. So guys, remember to wash your wig and to wash your natural hair, okay? That will stop a lot of the itch, right? The other thing is wearing a wig cap. You can wear a ventilated wig cap where it has little holes in it that it's very ventilated so that your hair can breathe. The other thing, as far as temperature, there is a wonderful product out there. Basically, it's like a wig liner, and it's called, I think it's called the Headliner or Headline It. I'll put it in the comments below. But basically, it absorbs the moisture. It regulates the temperature under your wig or your helmet or your hat or your scarf, so it keeps you nice and cool while you're wearing a wig. So if you are a person that has a tendency to be very hot in your wig, you might want to get you a packet of the Headliners or the Headline It. It's something. It is going to be commented below because I never can get it right, and so yeah. So wigs are not hot and itchy. I live in Texas. I don't think wigs are hot and itchy. I think it's like normal things. If I have on a long wig and I'm outside and I get hot, you know, I want to pull it off my neck, but there's nothing like underneath here that makes me hot. And it's a funny story, like a little side note, when I don't have on my wig, I'm actually cold. I mean, like, it's cold in here, right? But anyways, to bust through that myth, no, wigs are not hot and itchy. The other thing that you want to consider, the other thing you want to consider is the cap construction. If you have like a dome cap wig, or if you have a dome cap wig, that might have a tendency to contain more, like most of the heat. So it might have a tendency to be very hot. But if you know that, hey, I get really hot underneath my head, like I sweat a lot in my head, you might want to do a very ventilated cap. So you might want to consider doing a full lace wig or just a cap that's like ventilated. And I'll post a picture right here. So this is what I mean by a ventilated cap. So you might want to do a wig with this kind of cap so that the air can flow freely and you're not overheated while wearing this wig, especially during summer months. Myth number 4, right? Wigs look fake and people will be able to know I have on a wig. That is so untrue, guys. No. If you get the proper wig, they should not be able to tell. Now, obviously, guys, if someone is up here on your head, they're gonna be able to tell that that's a wig. But for the most part, like a normal talking distance, especially with Corona, 6 feet, they should not be able to tell that that is a wig. So my suggestion for you, if you are afraid of people being able to tell that it's a wig, things that you want to consider: the kind of lace that you use, the colored lace that you use, and your cap construction. So let's go over the first one. The kind of lace that you use. So you have a lot of lace on the market, and I have a video, and I will insert the link right here, right now. Go ahead and check out the video if you're, have a question about that. The kind of lace. So you have Swiss lace, right? It's just a standard lace. You have French lace. You have all these types of lace. Most popular lace on the market is Swiss lace because it's very durable, but we're not going to go into that. You want to understand what type of lace this is. So if it's HD lace, the grids are going to be tinier, so it's going to be very undetectable. So that might be something that you consider. The other thing that I talked about is color of the lace. Me being African American, I cannot wear a transparent lace. It might look good just sitting here like on my hand, but if I take a photo, the fact that that lace is naturally white, that flash is going to catch that white and you're going to be able to see that lace. So my suggestion is to actually go invest into like a good lace tint or tinting your lace to match your color, so that when you see it, it's very undetectable because the lace looks like your skin. So then the third one is the cap construction. So most of the time when people feel like a wig looks wiggish, right, it's because of that hairline. It's like bulky, you see a big line of demarcation, and it's just like, my hair doesn't look like this, right? It doesn't look like nothing then something, right? So you want to make sure that you pick the type of wig or the cap construction that's going to be the most natural. So that would be a lace front wig, or that's going to be a full lace wig, right? Those two are going to give you a very natural looking hairline, and that is going to be the part where it makes a wig undetectable. I hate a horrible hairline. I hate when I see women and it's just like they have some of their hair out a little bit and then it's like whoop, and then it's this big old poof. That does not look natural, right? So if you do need to put out some of your hair, because that is another way to kind of like camouflage it, to make your wig look a little bit more natural, is just take a little bit of your natural hair and bring it out around the hairline. You need to make sure that there is no line of demarcation. So where your hair starts and the wig starts needs to be seamless. So if you have to take a little bit of concealer to kind of like tap it there so that it looks like a natural part, then do it. But it should never be just thin, thick. That is not a gradual thing. And it's never gonna look real. It does not look like volume. It looks like you have something just sitting on your head, right? So I digress because I'll go off on a tangent. In order for people to not know that your wig are fake, you definitely want to consider those three things: the type of lace, your color of your lace, and your cap construction. And so we're gonna go ahead and bust this myth. So guys, we made it through. So we're on our final myth. So our last myth is human hair better than synthetic? No, there are a lot of wonderful synthetic wigs out on the market, and synthetic wigs have a bad rap. And I think it's just from overall, like, you know, like, oh my gosh, synthetic wigs are just horrible. Now, it's all about your preference and what you prefer. Synthetic wigs are very, very low maintenance. It's kind of shake and go. But there are a lot of great synthetic wig companies out there that you can get a wonderful, beautiful wig that you don't have to do any fuss, any muss, and just pop it on your head and you're out the door. So like I said before, is human hair better? No. Human hair does have a tendency to look more natural just because of the movements and the versatility. It doesn't necessarily make it better. It's all about your preference, right? So some lines that you want to consider is maybe Gabor, Raquel Welch, John Renault. Those wigs are phenomenal, right? You might have to pay a pretty penny for them, but if you know you're not a girl to curl a wig, to do all these things to the wig, and you don't want it, but you also want a very nice, affordable, I shouldn't say affordable, you want a very nice, natural looking synthetic wig, you just need to invest in that. So one is not better than the other. It's really truly about your preference. Okay guys, that concludes the video for this week. So hopefully we were able to bust through those myths. It's like a tongue twister. Bust through those myths. I keep like spinning. But anyways, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if there's anything that you would like to see, go ahead and put it in the comments below. And make sure you turn on your post notifications, because you might forget that we post a video every Wednesday at 7:15. Guys, I thank you so much. If you're not already following us on all social media platforms, please follow us at Lavish Locs Hair. You can shop with us 24/7 at lavishlocshair.com. Guys, my name is Joska. I thank you once again for watching. I will see you same time, same channel next week. Bye.